Who you hang around with directly impacts who you become, regardless of if you believe me or not. It's a very common belief that you are who you hang around with. Like, there's another even more popular saying, you are what you eat. And that also works with who you hang around with. And so many people teach about this. I mean, so many people teach about, you've probably heard about it, but they teach about, who you hang around with is who you become like. I take it way further than that. I don't think, my best friend that I always hang out with is who I become like. Not just my best friend. Whoever you spend the most time with is who you become like. That's what I take. And that may not sound like it's very much further, and that may sound like it's the same thing, but I'll tell you why it's further. I believe that if I hang out with someone I don't like, someone I completely despise, if I hang out with them for a long period of time, I don't know why you would, but let's say I like debating them. Let's say I like arguing with them. I like challenging their beliefs and they like challenging mine, but yet we hate each other and we spend every single second together. Now, just to clarify, I don't hate anyone. It goes against my morals. I never will hate anyone, never hate anyone. I hate things, but not people. Anyway, let's say they hate each other, let's say they debate each other, let's say they argue with each other. If they spend so much time together on a consistent basis, I'll tell you what, they will start becoming like each other, regardless on if they hate each other or not. It's that simple. Who you hang around with for a period of time, for a while, on a consistent basis is who you become like. I take it even further. If you hang around someone that you never even speak to, they just speak to you, you will become like them. Now, that doesn't really happen. That's a really specific scenario. You're not going to be hanging out with someone, not speaking to them, kind of just being a fly on the wall, and they're just talking to you. That doesn't happen a lot. Yes, it does. Social media. Whoever you watch on social media is who you become like. Whoever you consistently watch on social media is who you consistently progress to become like, because you're hanging around with them. And that goes for what you watch, and that goes for what you listen to. I don't listen to any demonic music. What I mean by demonic is music that stops me from becoming who I want to become. Rap music. Not any rap music. I haven't found a specific rap music that I like. Now, there's a specific artist. You may not know him. I think he's pretty popular in the more Christian community, but regardless, it's an example. It doesn't matter if you know him or not. But NF. Nate is his real name. Don't know his last name, but NF is his music name. He made really popular songs like When I Grow Up or The Search or... I know there's Hope. There's a bunch of songs. I'm not going to label all his songs, but anyway, a lot of his songs are super depressing. He talks about how his life is worthless, all that. I'm never ever listening to the songs again, because the more I listen to those songs, the more I become like what those songs are saying about himself. Because the thing about his songs, and the thing about a lot of artists' songs, is they're singing to themselves. They're like, I am this way, I am always gonna be this way, Even if they're saying good things, they're talking about themselves a lot of the time. And when you sing that song, when you sing those lyrics, you are saying it to yourself. And whether you admit it or not, you become like what you input into your brain. And what you input into your brain is what you say. And what you listen to and what you watch is essentially hanging out with that person. If you always listen to this one song, you are essentially hanging out with that artist all the time. I take it. So just pay attention to what you listen to. Pay attention to what you watch. Pay attention to what you consume, whether that's what you see, whether that's what you eat, whether that's what you hear, whether that's what you speak to. You have to pay attention to what you are consuming, because what you consume has it goes directly to your soul. It goes directly to who you are, and it directly impacts who you become. I tend to take it even further. You may be like, how can you take it even further? I think if I hang around someone, What I mean by hanging around is simply being in the presence of them. I will become like them. Even if they are deaf and mute and simply are in the presence of me. Let's say that my cameraman, I don't have a cameraman, it's on a tripod. Let's say I film here 4 days a week. And my cameraman is with me 4 days a week for 2 hours recording me. He doesn't speak, doesn't talk. He's simply as smart as the all he can do is record. He identifies as a camera. Let's say that. I will start adopting his traits, the way he talks with his family, the way he hangs out, the way he is. I will start acting like him, slowly and surely, simply because of his presence. Because we as humans, we put out energy. We put out energy into the world. And you absorb energy and put out energy. You're like a tree. Trees take in carbon dioxide and they make oxygen, I think. I'm homeschooled, so I may be wrong. But humans are exactly the same when it comes to energy and energy of people. Whatever energy people put out, you will take in. And it doesn't really create an impact on you when it's simply the first energy. Like when you simply only took it once. Like when I'm in a mall and I'm standing next to, I don't know, this one guy for a while, I'm taking in all of his energy, yet it won't affect me very much. Unless they're a really, really evil person, it may not. If there's some psychopath serial killer that's been doing some disgusting things continuously, that's not a word. Continuously, I think that's a word. If they've been doing some disgusting things continuously, I may be able to sense that they've been doing that because they have an effect on me. Now, it's not that powerful for most people. I don't even think it's that powerful for me. And I think when you walk in a mall and things in a public area, yes, you're absorbing their energy technically, but I don't think it affects you that bad. I think what affects you to an extreme is when you consistently hang out with someone. Consistency will break anything or strengthen anything. Water breaks a rock by consistently pouring onto it. And people will use that metaphor to say it's about consistency. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. I go to the gym again and again and again and again and again, and eventually I will get big, but it will take a while, and consistency is what will get me there. But it's the other way around. If you are a rock and you are hanging around someone that is at water and they pour on you and you consistently hang around them, they eventually are going to break you because they are pouring onto you. And whether that's a good way or a bad way, you have to decide, and you have to constantly be aware of who you're hanging around with consistently. Yeah. There's always water pouring on you. On a rock. You're a rock. There's always a river pouring on you. And you're always shattering and growing back stronger. But depending on who it is, they'll shatter you and you'll stay shattered. So you have to pay attention to who you're hanging around with, to who you're in the presence of for a long period of time. And water can break anything if it's consistent enough.